Richard Foscone had every advantage. He was a Harvard-educated executive at Merrill Lynch, pulling in a massive salary. On the other end of the spectrum was Ronald Read. He spent his life working minimum wage, sweeping floors as a janitor, and pumping gas. This chart shows how their lives ended up. During the 2008 financial crisis, Foscone went bankrupt under crushing debt. But when Read passed away in 2014, he left behind a fortune of over $8 million. We are taught that building wealth is a hard science, a strict formula reserved for high IQ math whizzes. In reality, it is a soft skill. Your financial success is dictated almost entirely by your behavior. The math is incredibly simple. Spend less, invest the rest. Yet millions of high-earning professionals are functionally broke because our brains are hardwired with cognitive blind spots that actively sabotage our financial decisions. Humans have an evolutionary drive to signal status to the tribe. We see someone spending money, and our brains immediately register them as wealthy. When you see a $100,000 car, the only data you have is their bank account dropped by $100,000. This leads to lifestyle inflation. People get a raise and immediately max out credit cards to finance bigger houses and newer vehicles. True wealth is what you don't see. It is the luxury cars you didn't buy, the first-class upgrades you skipped, and the conscious decision to separate your self-worth from your net worth. Building an emergency fund provides a practical use for money that no one else can see. It is the first step toward valuing your own financial security over the opinions of strangers. Then there is the universal lie we tell ourselves, the idea that we will magically start saving once we make a little more money. Saving has very little to do with math. It is a deeply ingrained behavioral habit that has to be practiced early. This diagram compares two vastly different incomes. If you lack the discipline to save $100 out of a $1,000 paycheck today, your brain will absolutely not allow you to save $10,000 out of a $100,000 paycheck tomorrow. The fix is to automate your savings immediately. This forces your brain to build the muscle memory of living below your means without you having to consciously think about it. Early saving builds a permanent mental barrier against overconsumption, long before your income grows large enough to be dangerous. Our brains evolved to understand linear progression, 1, 2, 3, 4. We are biologically incapable of visualizing exponential growth, where gains multiply on themselves. Warren Buffett's success depends on extreme duration in the market. He started investing at age 10, allowing compound interest to work for over 80 years. Driven by a fear of missing out, young investors frequently abandon this slow process. They lose their most valuable compounding years chasing quick returns in day trading and crypto. The alternative, championed by investing legend John Bogle, is remarkably boring. Buy low-cost index funds, do absolutely nothing, and let time do the work. In the world of wealth creation, simplicity and extreme patience consistently outperform complex, anxious action. Why endure all this discipline in the first place? The end goal is not to buy a massive mansion or a private yacht. True financial independence is much simpler. The highest dividend your money can pay is the ability to wake up with total control over your own time. Building this kind of wealth is a lifelong marathon. It requires steady consistency over decades, regardless of your starting salary. Take a look at your own financial choices. Are you spending money just to impress strangers, or are you quietly building wealth? When your daily behavior aligns with long-term goals, the math of wealth takes care of itself.